Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. She did stay with us. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get my next guest out. One of our finest TV comedians. He's a Live at the Apollo and panel show regular. Will you please welcome the very funny Mr. Josh Widdicombe. Hello. Look at that. Hey, Josh, it's great to have you here.
It's a pleasure to be here.
I'm hoping we have a lot of your fans in. So this, I haven't seen you. I know you're on a show which is...
then.
Wow. God, this isn't the start I hope.
Secure.
Is that why? Are you
I
nervous?
don't feel secure. I feel abused.
You haven't done that many talk shows as a guest, though, have you?
No, you're lucky to have me.
Yeah, but you're keen to do it, I hope.
Oh, very excited.
Good.
Very excited.
Well, I'm pleased to have you on because I love watching you on TV and I like your comedy.
Thank you very much. This has been a dream, Jonathan.
Really?
That sounded sarcastic. It wasn't meant to be. I don't want to say this because it's blowing smoke up your arse.
Wow.
But I went to Madame Tussauds 6 years ago.
Well, already the fact you said 6 years ago has made it seem less like praise, frankly. I know they've moved me to Blackpool now. I'm not there anymore.
I've heard your candles now. I went to Madame Tussauds and my most exciting moment was I had my photo taken as if I was on the Jonathan Ross show.
Oh, yeah, because they had the setup right.
Yeah, so I've brought it for you to see.
Well, let's see. This is... This is a while ago. Where's the...
Yeah.
Look at that.
I don't know which of us comes out of that worse.
Oh, I think we... Well, yeah, actually, you know,
it looks like that was the period when I was homeless.
It looks like a very butch lesbian interviewing Bilbo Baggins. So a lot of people, I think, know you from The Last Egg. I don't know how many fans you have there, but I love that show. I think it's a great show on Channel 4. You're there with Adam and you're there with Alex, of course.
Yeah.
How do you describe the show to people who might not have seen it yet?
There's two disabled guys and me, and we get onto TV because there's quotas. No, it started as a show in the Paralympics where we just talk about the day's sport, and then now it's become about the news.
But you're not.
No, I'm not disabled.
You do not have a disability.
I've got.
So how come you've snuck in there then? Because if it was.
Oh, I lied. No, I get mistaken for it. I did a gig and the woman said, I said, "Oh, where's the toilet?" And she took me to the disabled toilet. Yeah. And I thought it was too rude to say no.
Yeah.
So I went into the disabled toilet, and then I came out, and there was a disabled woman stood there.
Oh, no.
And it was the most awkward limp I've ever done in my life.
You are from... Your accent is... It's a...
Funny.
I'm trying to place it. It's from the West Country, is that
Yeah, I'm from Dartmoor.
OK.
From the middle of nowhere, really.
Someone sighed in pity then, I think, when you said that. I heard...
Nothing happened. Where I grew up, I had 4 people in my year at school.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's weird.
All right.
That is really strange.
Yeah, well, it was. It didn't feel it. Like...
Were there lots of people in the year above and the year below, or was it that fairly common?
Yeah, there was 200 in the year above and 300 in the year before. It was just a strange probability.
So what did you do for fun when you grew up? Well, that's the key thing with kids.
No, there was no entertainment. We tried to make your own entertainment, but it wasn't very adventurous. So, for instance, when I was about 10, for comic relief, we thought, me and my best friend Thomas thought we'd raise some money. So we decided to walk to the local town, Bovey Tracy, 3 miles, in Wellington boots full of custard. And we thought, it would have been it was a nice thing to do,
It's a nice thing for comic relief.
Yeah, but the main issue was my mum, when preparing the custard, didn't realise that we'd want it served at a lower temperature. And you would serve it on an apple crumble. Yeah. I don't know if you've ever seen your Wellington boots steaming like the entrance to stars in their eyes. No, I haven't. Have you ever put your foot... Basically, if you haven't put your foot in a Wellington boot with boiling hot custard, there'll be a couple of you, but you don't need to fess up now. With a bath, a hot bath, it's like, oh, that's too hot. Yeah. With a Wellington boot of boiling hot custard, it's like, oh, that's too hot, and suctioned on. It's like a kind of medieval torture device by the Chuckle Brothers. But that was genuinely the most fun I ever had in Devon.
So what's it like there now? Is it now more of a cosmopolitan, sophisticated place?
No. Do you remember the poster shop Athena?
Yes.
My local town, Exeter, still has one.
The last one?
They've got an Athena next to a C&A.
Wow.
A C&A?
Yeah, I know. If you want to dress like a French exchange student, that is the place for you. Nothing happens. Like, my mum tries to text me with news, but there's no news. I got a text a couple of months ago during the storm saying, Josh, just so you know, the storms are on their way, so I've put the wheelie bin in the shed. That's what I meant to do with this information.
Well, in case you were worried, she was...
I live 250 miles away, I couldn't give a shit, John.
So you've been... did you start stand-up down there? I guess you couldn't.
No, I started here. You could... No. I could have performed to my other 3 housemates in a bull. No, I started in London. I started about 6 or 7 years ago.
And you went straight into it full-time, or you had jobs in the daytime and in the evening?
I've worked... my first job, this was back in Devon, was for the local pub, and I had to kind of forage for logs for the fire.
It sounds almost medieval where you grew up. And so you had... That was an actual job, but you were paid for that job?
Yeah, £2.50 an hour. Wow. But it was only 10 minutes' work, and all the logs were kind of under a... They were under a kind of stone bridge. And so I'd just try and get my hourly rate up by just making it last longer, so I just sit under a bridge. Basically, I was employed as a troll.
But you kind of had that look about you, you know
Cheers,
what I mean?
mate.
No, I don't mean that in a mean way. I mean like a...
What other way can you mean it?
Because like a Middle-earth kind of fella.
Well, yeah...
You have a Bilbo look about you, don't you?
Yeah, all right, yeah. I auditioned.
You got an audition for it. Well, then you see, this proves my theory.
Well, no, because I didn't get the role.
No. But the looks were there.
The looks were there. I thought... I went full in, and they said, do you want to audition for The Hobbit?
Well, have you acted much before?
Never.
Had you studied acting?
No.
Did you have ambitions as an actor?
No.
OK.
But I thought I looked like one.
Yeah.
And I went for the main role.
Yeah. That's confidence. That's confidence.
And I was shit.
OK. I guess they give you part of the script to read?
They did, yeah, I had that. And I don't like that kind of thing. I think it's, like, you know...
You mean acting? You went...
No, like The Hobbit or, like...
But you don't like fantasy?
No, it's absurd.
But you went to the audition...
Of course not. I live in the real world.
Yeah.
Why would I want to do that?
Yeah, why would you, with your past living under a bridge, be interested in reading about spectacular...
That's the real world!
So how did the audition go, then? How was the acting?
I was terrible. They said, I delivered it, and then they said, could you do it with more light and shade?
Well, let me
Which basically means, could you act?
Yeah.
Have you ever had, could you do it with more light and shade?
Light and shade, yes. I've had that a couple of times.
What's the worst
it
note
about
you've
your
had
hair?
at an
Do it
audition?
slower. Can you
Do it slower?
Can you do it...
Are we talking about your auditions or your
Can you
sex
do it with
life?
highlights?
We're not talking about your honeymoon night. Have you ever had would you mind doing it in another room? You never... I have an extract of Bilbo's speech in Hobbit, because they told me that you had... They told me... I thought you still wanted to do it. I didn't know that this wasn't...
No, I do, because the money must be amazing.
Yeah, would you... Let's see, have you learned the light and shade? Can you act now, do you think?
Yeah, I reckon I could give it a go. So I'm Bilbo Baggins.
Yeah.
Is he a hobbit?
He's the Hobbit.
He's the Hobbit? The big one?
He's the lead Hobbit.
Right.
So this was from the last Hobbit film.
OK.
This is when... no spoilers, but this is when Brody dies. So, OK.
What? I covered my ears earlier.
Doesn't really.
I did not come to steal from you.
Hang on. That's about as bad as it could be. Why are you...
He now works at Carphone Warehouse.
Yeah, why is your voice... Why did your voice go... Your voice went sort of silly.
I was acting!
No, but your voice went silly then. It was
Oh, do you want me to do it?
No, do it like the character.
I've never seen the film!
OK, well, use your imagination.
Oh, yeah, it was!
OK, but no, look, he's talking to Smaug. Smaug is an all-powerful dragon who's got a cave...
It's absurd!
No, I'm an all-powerful dragon. You're speaking to me, I'm a dragon. I'm scary, I'm fearsome, you've got nothing to win and everything to lose, or something like that.
Life or death.
I did not come to steal from you, oh Smaug, the unassailably wealthy. Apt, isn't it? Yeah. I merely wanted to gaze upon your magnificence. Not so apt. To see if you were as great as the old tales say. I did not believe them.
That's terrible. You're a terrible actor.
You've got the part. You've got it.
Oh, let's hear Damian do it.
Got it.
Let's-
Can you teach me how to do a Devon accent?
I can't do accents. I can't do any of them.
But that's your accent.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah, but I didn't learn it. It just happens.
I didn't learn it.
That's not what I said. What is this?
Go on, I want to see him.
OK, let's see Damian do it.
I
Do you want me to be
did
smart?
not come to steal from you.
I can do
small.
that.
How good is that as Devon? I want to do Devon.
Well, all of it. You've acted, Paloma. Yeah.
I'm terrible at acting.
Yeah, see, a minute ago, everyone was laughing at Josh. Now people don't want to do it.
No.
OK, I'll do it. OK. I did not come to steal from you. I'll slog the unassailable.
Yes.
I merely wanted to gaze upon your magnificence.
Is that how you do it?
That was light and shade and everything in between.
Light and shade?
That's the way to do it.
It's the most terrifying thing I've ever seen.
That was fine. So now, you're not touring at the moment, but you're going to tour again
Touring
soon, I
in
imagine?
September.
Josh, it's lovely you came on the
It's
show.
been a
Thank you so
pleasure.
much.
Thank you for having me.
I'm pleased that I got to have you here and you finally got to fulfil that weird fantasy of yours.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Good to have you. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Josh Widdicombe. That was great. You did so much. Josh Widdicombe. After the break,